Mr. Christopher. This is my world, and this is Roasting the Dead. Welcome! I just fell from heaven, as you could see. I had a meeting going on. You ever see a hooded angel? As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize my next breath. Cause I've been roasting and toasting so long that even a Mr. Christopher like me knows that I've been doing wrong. I haven't been. Everything's good. We're doing good here. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. This is Roasting the Dead. Let's go roast the dead, folks. Let's go roast the dead. Come on! Here lies Maud. Here also lies Maud. We don't know who he was, but he was certainly a G. An absolute G. This guy died hasty. He said, I need to die now, immediately. I need to get to the death now. Go! Hasty! Haste! This guy said, bury me on the woods side, please. They said, we will. We will. But then they chopped down all the trees to bury more people. So they ended up losing that deal. They ended up losing that deal there. They said, we want to be buried on the wood side. You know, the side with all the woods? The forest side. And they said, yeah, we can accommodate you there. This is the edge of the cemetery. As you can see, you'll be buried here looking into the forest. And then years later, they cut down that whole forest to bury more people that they never even knew or met once. You know, so don't be too hasty to get to the death, because you'll be forgotten quickly and your wishes will be unwished or unsatisfied, right? A broken wish is an unsatisfied wish, I'd say. But then again, that was just their last name. They might not have actually requested the wood side. I'm making up a whole story. I'm making up a whole thing. A whole thing. You know, that's classic Mr. Christopher for you. I can take a last name and just write a story. It's one of my qualities. Gets me nowhere. Gets me nowhere. Okay, let's keep roasting. Here lies the show Even Stevens. Though it didn't exist until about 2002, it was conceived in 1852 and really perfected from that time until 1934, where the script was handed to Shia LaBeouf's great-great-great-grandfather. And eventually, finally, Even Stevens came to light. You know, I recorded that and said that like 2 months ago. And when I did it, I was like, what a dumb thing I'm doing. And then after watching it to now, for the first time in 2 months or whatever, I'm like, you know, that's possible. I mean, these elitist pedophile vampire creeps are out here writing scripts from years ago, getting people famous today that they're related to. People are coming out of nowhere getting famous, and you're like, who is this person? Who is this person? It's like, oh, that's the third cousin of a Rothschilds, you know? Oh, that's just Trump's great-granddaughter's sister, you know? Like, it's like, who are these people? Who are these people? Oh, that's George Soros's son's cousin's mom. You know, it's like, what's going on with the people that get famous? You start looking into them and you're like, you are nepotism. I can't stand the nepotism everywhere. It's fine, I guess, whatever. If I had the power to put my people at the tops, I would too. So I get it. You know, you love who you love and you hate everyone else, I guess. But yeah, but my point was that Even Stevens, I don't know if you know about Even Stevens. It's a great show from back in the day with Shia LaBeouf. True comedy. I mean, from what I remember, I was a child at the time. Well, I wasn't a child. I was like a 2,900-year-old vampire or something like that. But they, you know, let's keep roasting. Don't be such a mussy, dude. Come on. Everybody's doing it. Don't be such a mussy. What do you call the front door of an Indian's house? The poo door. After killing all those babies with their vaccinations and cancerous soap, the Johnson brothers from Johnston Johnston have finally got what they deserved. Good. Good. May you rot in hell. Screw Johnston Johnston. And Pfizer and Moderna and Ozempic and Bill Gates
and McDonald's and who else? Any AI? What's that? Data centers. Anybody who kills farmland, people that cut down trees, uh, others, every evil thing, all evil things that hate human races and wants to kill us all. Screw all of that. Okay? Johnson and Johnson, Moderna, vaccines. Tuh, tuh. You will never. The day I have vaccines stuck in me is the day that I'm just going to die, because clearly I'm probably strapped to a table being held down by an army amount of men. And yeah, they're taking advantage of me, and there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. But believe you me, Mr. Christopher will fight to the bitter end for everyone and himself. You bet your darn tootin' booty. I'm an American man for the American people, and I don't want to say I'll die for you, because I don't want to die. I don't want to end up on Roasting the Dead. But I will against those pieces of trash. I don't like corporations. I don't like evil billionaires. I do not like them at all. I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like them in a house with a mouse. I do not like them in a box with a fox. I do not like them on a train feeling vain in the rain. I do not like them, Sam I Am. I do not like evil people. Okay. I got plenty of roasts for you. Sorry, I'm talking a lot this episode. Let's just go on a roast spree real quick. Let's go on a roast spree.
It's interesting seeing something as grand as this in a cemetery. It's like crazy. When he died, they said, "Aw, clap." You ever notice that you find a grave as grand as this, and then you look up information about the person? It's like, oh, they touched kids. You ever notice that? Oh, they're an elitist pedophile who touched kids, so they get a grave like this. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I'm just crazy. Mr. Christopher's just crazy. You know what? Fick it. Fick it. I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't need it. Fick it. Willie and Florance together forever. Beautiful. Turner. Fairy godparents! Well, we got ourselves a dyer over here. Well, he certainly ain't no liver. That's for sure. So, I guess I can't argue with it. The pinky in the grave, 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 grave.
Sometimes I read graves wrong. I'm pretty sure it says Pincus. Pincus, which is a terrible last name compared to Pinky. The Pincus in the grave, 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 grave. If you know Pinky in the Brain, it's a Pinky in the Brain reference. Did her Pincus stink? That's disgusting. Did her Pincus stinkus? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's probably what I would have said if I read it right. I thought it said Pinky. The Pinky in the brain, 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 brain. Grabbed her right in the pincus. All right, let's finish this show.
This fellow over here wanted to go a couple rounds with the Grim Reaper, and he found out the hard way that it only takes one round for the Grim Reaper to win. So, big loss right here. Is this a warning? Is there going to be a herd of zombies that arises from this grave? I'm scared. God is love, and love is good. Never be afraid.
Just like those people in the cemetery, folks, we're running out of time. That's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. Let me tell you something fun I do. I started this tradition. My mother passed away. She's dead. She's been on Roasting the Dead. She's been here. But she's super dead. She died in 2018. And last year, or maybe it was the year before, I started this tradition where I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy flowers, wildflowers, forget-me-nots. What are these ones? Morning Glory. Yeah. I like the names. And I go to her grave and I stand on her grave and I rake the grave so that it pokes holes in the dirt. And then I pour a bunch of flowers seeds on her grave. Last year, the forget-me-nots grew pretty well. And, we'll see what happens this year. It's fun. What you should definitely do is go to the Dollar Tree, buy a bunch of seeds, and just go around and spread your seed. Spread your seed in a good way, not in a I had a child that I'm not going to take care of type of way. You know, we don't need more abortions. We need more flowers. That's what I always say. We don't need more abortions. I should get that shirt. We don't need more abortions. We need more flowers. Okay, well, with that said, I'm out of here, folks. Like this match. Like this match. I almost couldn't get lit, but I am lit. I'm here now. But I'm out. I'm out. Never be afraid. Lead with love. Keep moving forward. Bye. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.